We apologize for the technical difficulties as we finally have our audio stream working. It's 41-26 in favor of the Nighthawks. Cottrell with a three, no good. Rebound loose, it comes down to the Flying Fleet. Here's Tyler Brevard. Into the corner, three-pointer on the way from Jawan Washington, no good. And a rebound says Steeple. Steeple to Shamanga, now Hopkins, down low, Olatunji. Lonray pumps, drives, kicks, shoots, scores. 43-26, Nighthawks lead it. Here's Venable trying to back in on Olatunji, lowers the shoulder, puts up the hook shot, no good, rebound Zach Cottrell. 1:12 to play here in the first half. Nighthawks hold a 17-point lead. So here's Steeple. Gives to Olatunji, backdoor cut. Shot, Hopkins puts it up and in. 45-26. Erskine with possession to our left. Here's Tyler Brevard. And a steal by Shamanga. Ephraim Shamanga, he'll take it himself. Up and in, oh, he missed it short. Sometimes those are the hardest to make. Erskine on the other end trying to take advantage. Three-pointer on the way, Dunham's no good. Rebound taken down and one for Travis Walters, who's in the game. 45-28. Olatunji with his second foul. Go to the line to shoot one, will Travis Walters. Subs into the game for Erskine. North Georgia at 29.8 seconds left. They can hold for one. That's no good, and Chris Faulkner is going to call a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here. (45-28). As the Nighthawk fans get into it, as you can see, there are some good fans in the crowd. Erskine in North Georgia here in the final game of the Peach Belt Conference Carolinas Challenge. Erskine going to go full court pressure. Cottrell will inbound, 28.2 seconds to play here in half number one. Steeple drives into the corner, looking for some help, finds Hopkins in the middle, now out to Cottrell, and North Georgia looks as if they'll hold for one. Here's Shamanga, 12, 11, 10. Clock at 8, 7, 6. Shamanga drives, kicks out Steeple, three on the way. Is it? Nope, it's short. Cottrell with the offensive rebound, kicks back to Steeple, 2-1. Steeple gets it off, he left it short, and that's how the half will end. North Georgia with a 45-28 lead at halftime here in the UNG Convocation Center. We'll take a commercial break. When we return, we'll look at the first half stats here in Dahlonega. Nighthawks by 17 after one half of play. We'll be back right after this on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Leadership is socially responsible, collaborative, and inclusive.
It's a process, not a position.
The University of North Georgia is a state leadership institution.
Here, the Leadership
Certificate program is open
to all students who want to enhance
their leadership knowledge,
gain practical skills, and become a
more effective leader.
A more effective leader.
You can get credit for your involvement in student organizations,
Campus events,
Community service, study abroad,
and many other campus activities. Start learning how to understand your personal leadership philosophy.
be part of a team,
Improve your communication. Create an inclusive environment.
and make a difference in your community.
make a commitment to yourself.
And become part of the Leadership Certificate Program.
because at the University of North Georgia,
You can lead.
You can lead.
You can lead.
you can lead.
You can lead where it counts.
The Monday morning status meeting leaves everyone in a state of boredom. That must be why they called it a boardroom. But you're putting a new spin on this week's meeting, because you've brought bagels. Fresh baked bagels. So, well done, my friend. Not only have you uplifted the vibe of the status meeting, you've upgraded your own status to hero. Save the day with bagels. Now it's even easier.
We actually do just about anything that you ask.
We offer everything from design and branding all the way up to signs and banners, promotional products, digital signage, t-shirts, embroidery.
Cups, koozies, pens, magnets. There's 25,000 items out there we can do.
A lot of people don't know that we can handle all that, and we can look at the customer and say, yeah, we do that.
(45-28), Nighthawks lead it at halftime here in Dahlonega on the Nighthawks Sports Network. Walker McCrary. As we take a look at the first half stats for both teams, starting with North Georgia, 45 points on 18 of 44 shooting and 7 of 22 from distance. That's much improved from last night, led by from 11 points by Zez Steeple in just over 18 minutes of action in the first half. 10 points for Sean Hopkins, 9 for Ephraim Shamonga. I mentioned 18 of 44 in the first half for North Georgia. That's almost 41% for the Nighthawks, 2 of 3 from the stripe as well. For Erskine, they're led 8 points from Austin Venable and Jordan Watson, 10 of 26 from the floor. That's 28 points. When you add in their 7 of 9 from the free throw line, they've been able to get on the free throw line and really take advantage, only missing 2 free throws on the game so far. Where they have struggled, though, is outside on the perimeter. North Georgia, or rather, Erskine is 1 of 7 from the perimeter. The only make is Jordan Watson. North Georgia 7 of 22 from outside the three-point line. Half of their shots in the first half came from distance, including 7 three-point attempts from Zez Steeple. He made 3 of those in the first half. North Georgia has 6 rebounds from Zach Cottrell, to lead the way in that category, while 4 rebounds are pulled down by Trent Smoot Jr. We will take a commercial break. When we return, we'll dive a little bit deeper into the box score. 45-28, North Georgia leads Erskine here in the final game of the Peach Belt Conference Carolinas Challenge on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
What is the Golden Eagle Band? Established in 1873, we are the oldest organization on campus. Excellence in music is our passion. Our spirit of brotherhood provides friendships that last a lifetime. We compete and perform just for fun. Join the tradition.
I'm a commuter.
I'm an actor.
I am an intern.
I am a researcher.
I am a senior.
I am an athlete.
I am a veteran.
I am a sister.
I am a sophomore.
I am a singer.
I am an educator.
I am a scientist.
I am a resident.
I am a writer.
I am a leader.
I am a cadet.
I am a volunteer.
I am a musician.
I am a tutor.
We are UNG.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even close claws.
We took your shortcut, which was a bad idea.
I can't believe that worked! No. I dropped the keys.
And we covered it. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
North Georgia leads 45-28 after 20 minutes here in Dahlonega over the Erskine Flying Fleet here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Walker McCrary as we dive a little deeper into the box score. North Georgia 13 offensive rebounds in the first half. They are out rebounding Erskine by 13 rebounds total, but have pulled 13 offensive boards. Only 11 second chance points though. That's not exactly a number that Coach Faulkner is going to like seeing in terms of the amount of second chance opportunities that the Nighthawks have had, but North Georgia still leads it by 17. North Georgia's also turned Erskine over 9 times for 10 points, while only turning the ball over 4 times themselves, taking real good care of the basketball. 6 steals for North Georgia, including 4 from Ephraim Shamanga, and I'm sure that Ephraim is extremely close to the career high in steals. There was 111 the record, and he was sitting at about 104 coming into the season. Don't remember how many steals he had yesterday, but he is close to breaking the career steals record here at North Georgia. And with another half like he had in the first half on the defensive side, he will for sure be able to do that before it's all said and done. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, the North Georgia women earn their second win of the season in a big way. We'll dive into the box score after this commercial break. 45-28, North Georgia leads Erskine. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Everything in your hands, nothing in your way. A new and better way to manage and control all your money. You, exclusively by BB&T.
The UNG Campus Connection is your university bookstore. It's the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom, and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks Nest with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Campus Connection is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics. North Georgia leads Erskine 45-28 at halftime as Erskine has retaken the floor to go through their warm-up period here before the start of the second half. North Georgia women finish up their section of the Peach Belt Conference Carolinas Challenge with a 78-47 win over Lees McRae, again trailing by 1 after 1 quarter before really turning it on behind a career night for Julianne Sutton. 30 points on 11 of 17 shooting and 1 of 2 from three-point line. A double-double from Tamara Thorpe, the transfer from USC Upstate. She puts 14 points on the board and pulls down 14 boards, including 5 offensive boards. North Georgia pulled down 20 offensive boards in the contest for just 17 second chance points, but the real number here, 28 points off of 18 Lees McRae turnovers and 40 points in the paint for North Georgia. Amber Schedule also 19 points for North Georgia without making a three-pointer. She was 0 of 4 from beyond the arc. She was 8 of 14 from the field. Normally when you say Schedule in double figures, she's got some threes. She was also 1 rebound short of a double-double. Julianne Sutton just 2 rebounds short of a double-double. Nighthawks clicking on all cylinders. They will be in this building Friday night on November 16th, taking on West Florida in the UNG Nighthawk Classic before the big showdown that Lee Glenn and I talked about last night with Carson Newman on November 17th. That a 6 p.m. tip, part of an entire day of North Georgia athletics that starts with the NCAA cross-country regional on the Gainesville campus and then makes its way here into the Convocation Center for a triple header. Georgia College will take on West Florida in women's action, the first game of the Nighthawk Classic, before North Georgia women take on Carson Newman in what is likely to be a top 12 matchup, assuming that North Georgia moves up from 14th this week when the new rankings are released. Carson Newman at number 3 right now. And then the day will cap off with the men taking on Southern Wesleyan at 8 p.m. here in Dahlonega. Of course, both Nighthawk games will be broadcast here on the Nighthawk Sports Network with Craig Corbin and Lee Glenn on the call. Our final commercial break here at halftime. When we return, second half underway. North Georgia leads Erskine 45-28 at halftime at the UNG Convocation Center on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
I want everyone to rally behind such a great cause for Make-A-Wish. It's not just for us, and it's not just for the school. It's for the kids that we'll be helping. It's for them.
And it's not just raising money for a charity. It's raising money to make this kid's dream come true.
I never, still to this day, would have thought that it would have touched me the way that it did that day. To truly say that it was a life-changing moment for myself is true. And I think it was for our program, our team, and our university. It was truly one of the most memorable experiences of my coaching career.
You really just see the community come together to make this event special and make it unique. And I think that's one thing that we like to try to brand ourselves with here at UNG is we're unique, and we like to do the special, small things that make children's lives and dreams come true.
About to start the second half of action here in Dahlonega, 45-28, Nighthawks on top here at halftime. North Georgia will have possession to start the second half as Erskine battles from 17 down. They trailed yesterday to Georgia College at halftime, but not by a 17-point margin. Stormed back to win that game, so we'll see if the Flying Fleet have the same type of intensity in the second half as they did yesterday against the Bobcats of Georgia College. North Georgia trying to get their first win of the season. 4-point loss last night to North Greenville. Now North Georgia up by 17 to the Flying Fleet of Erskine. You see the Harlem Globetrotters coming to campus on the 29th. Tickets are for sale. They'll be right here in this building on November 29th. Erskine will have their starting lineup on the floor. Smoot, Brevard, Washington, Watson, and Venable. North Georgia with their starters as well. Olatunji will inbound right in front of our broadcast position. All 6'9" of him. Chimanga in the backcourt. He'll be guarded by Watson as Lonray inbounds, and we're underway in the second half. Inside and a jump ball. Possession will go to the Flying Fleet. Just 9 seconds into the first half. Bringing it up the floor is Watson. Watson gives to Venable. Venable looking down low. Good post up there from Brevard. He's got 6. 45-30. Now here's Chimanga, gives off to Cottrell. Cottrell, 3, top of the key, short. Rebound loose in the corner. Great job by Chimanga. It inbounds to Olatunji. Now out to Hopkins, swung around the horn to Cottrell again. Cottrell, top of the key, Chimanga drives right down the lane, and it's a big block from J1 Washington. He hung up in the air, put the ball in his palm, and threw it to the first row. 16 on the shot clock for the Nighthawks. Chimanga will inbound. It's deflected and turned over. Venable, he traveled. So the Nighthawks get a fresh 30 on it. Chimanga will inbound right in front of Josh Travis. To Olatunji, back to the junior from Ackworth. Now here's Steeple, off a screen, looks back for Hopkins. Hopkins dribbles, inside to Olatunji, 2 dribbles, got to the other side of the basket, missed the shot, but he'll get the foul called. Venable doesn't think the foul's on him, and it's not. It's on Jordan Watson, his second. So Olatunji to the line to shoot 2. Lonray's first free throw, front, back, and out. Second free throw coming for the junior from Chattanooga, originally from Nigeria. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Lonray. He's got 5. 46-30, a minute into this second half of play here in Dahlonega. Chimanga with a steal, and then he's fouled by Watson, his 3rd. Coming into the game for Erskine is Jalen Pettit. A senior from Inman, South Carolina. Kick out to Cottrell. He snags it away, tries to thread it through. It's out of bounds off of North Georgia. It'll be Erskine basketball. With that last steal, Ephraim Chimanga just became the career record holder for steals in a career, and he's still got almost 2 seasons left. Olatunji pulls down the rebound. Now here's Chimanga. Kick out to Hopkins, 3 on the way. Sean Hopkins, it was in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down for the senior from Finland. Thought he might have walked, no call. Steeple for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound tipped around, finally controlled by Erskine and Tyler Brevard. And that ball was deflected out by Chemanga. It'll be Flying Fleet basketball. Olatunji with the block. It's out of bounds off of the junior. It'll be Erskine basketball, 17 on the shot clock. Inbound to Washington. Now to Brevard. Brevard inside for Venable. Venable fadeaway jumper is no good. Rebound snatched out of the air by Sean Hopkins. To Steeple. Steeple turns it over. A good deflection by Venable. And now the Flying Fleet come up with Smoot Jr. Gives to Venable. 17, 18-foot jumper is good for Austin Venable. He's in double figures. 46 to 32. Now here's Cottrell. Swung around the horn, Steeple. Back to Zach Cottrell from Hayesville, North Carolina. Zach to Olatunji. Lonray drives right side, going up and showing the athleticism, putting it home. Venable will get called for the foul, I believe. Actually, they got Washington with the foul, his third. Olatunji with 7 now. Lead back out to 16, a chance to make it 17. Up the floor. Venable, he'll fire a 3 from distance. It's long, rebound Olatunji. Steeple couldn't handle the handoff initially, but he goes down to pick it up and brings it up the floor. Into Chemanga, now Cottrell, wide open 3 near side corner. Back iron, no good. Rebound to Smoot Jr. Smoot up the floor, hands it off to Washington. Good crossover dribble. Got some contact from Olatunji. It'll be Landre's third. First of the half on the Nighthawks. So 2 shots from J1 Washington. Faulkner asking for some clarification. First free throw, no good. Howard in for Steeple. Thompson and Dunham's in for Erskine. Chemanga, 9.6 rebounds, 6 steals so far tonight. Second free throw on the way is good for J1 Washington. And so here comes Ephraim Chemanga. Foul will be on Smoot Jr., his first, as Hopkins tried to come off that handoff. So Ephraim will inbound it. Cottrell, guarded by Washington. He dribbles to the right side. Now gives off to Hopkins, still on the left wing. 15 on the shot clock. Chemanga, top of the key. Drives in, looking out wide for Cottrell. Zach snags it out of the air. Puts it up in the middle of the lane, in and out, no good. Venable pulls it down, and Erskine looks to push. Smoot Jr., 2-on-2. And a big slam dunk by J1 Washington. Put it down with authority. Chemanga, trap, gives it over to Howard. Lead down to 13, as small as it's been in a while. Olatunji puts it up through contact, and he put it home. Shows some emotion as he goes to high-five his teammates. Venable's second foul, and that takes us to the under 16. Nighthawks up 15, 50 to 35 as we take a commercial break. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
everything in your hands, nothing in your way. A new and better way to manage and control all your money. You, exclusively by BB&T.
The UNG Campus Connection is your university bookstore. It's the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom, and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks Nest with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Campus Connection is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
15:38 to play until the final horn. 50-35, Nighthawks on top of Erskine here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Walker McCreary courtside. Olatunji to the line to shoot for the three-point play. It'll put him in double figures if he makes it. The 6'9" junior, a couple dribbles, spin of the hand. In and out. Rebound pulled down by Washington. Now here come the Fleet Dunams over to Smoot Jr. on left wing. He'll drive baseline, kick it out to Venable. Venable tries to back in, spins, kicks out to Dunams. 13 on the shot clock. Now 10. Here's Washington given some space by Cottrell. Washington drives, puts it up and under, no basket as he walked. Traveling violation on the senior, and the Nighthawks regain possession. Singleton and Dean in, Olatunji and Cottrell out. As DeAndre hands it off to Shamanga. Ephraim trying to break pressure and does so. Dunam's doing a great job of making Ephraim uncomfortable. Ephraim drives, puts it up off glass and good. Can't give too much pressure because he'll go to 11 points. Dunam's off, no good. Dean with the rebound, and as he was falling out of bounds, threw it off of JT Thompson. It'll be Nighthawk basketball, as the Flying Fleet continue to give full court man pressure on the guards for North Georgia. Shamanga breaks pressure easily. Hands off to Howard. Howard for three, might have been partially blocked. And the rebound from Washington. Up the floor, Smoot Jr. Into the middle, Venable, up and good and one. Tyler Dean will get called for foul. So Venable for the three-point play. He's got 12 points so far today. On its way, it is no good. Rebound to Singleton, and he got pushed from behind, and JT Thompson doesn't agree that he pushed him over. So Shamanga gets the inbound pass. Guarded by Dunams. Driving up the floor. Pass out to Singleton, and it's taken away. Washington's going to try and jam again, and he does. Lead back down to 13. 52-39. Erskine trying to make a run. And a foul on Dunams. And it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Shamanga. Three players in double figures so far for North Georgia: Shamanga, Steeple, and Hopkins. As Ephraim goes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. First one finds the bottom of the net. And Steeple's going to check in for Chemonga should he make this second free throw. And it's good. A turnover by the Flying Fleets as Howard brings it up the court, gives it to Hopkins. Now Dean quickly spun around, three-pointer on the way. Zed Steeple left it short, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot three. J1 Washington commits his fourth foul. So 3 shots for the junior transfer, Zed Steeple. First one's good. Lead back out to 16. Can get to as many as 18. Second free throw is good. That'll bring in Sonny Ozo. And Steeple goes a perfect 3 for 3. 57-39, Venable inbounds. And bringing it up the floor is Dunams. Neiman at the top of the key, looking inside, finds Venable on the wing. Venable out to Washington, or rather Thompson. And a foul called underneath on Singleton. That's his second. Venable looking to inbound, and it goes through the hands of Neiman Dunams, out of bounds. It'll be Nighthawk basketball. 13:24 to play. It's an 18-point game. Steeple drives, kicks out Dean, three-pointer on the way, it's short. And a rebound for Smoot Jr. Smoot drives in, kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson took about 18 steps, and they do call the walk. He stepped once, stepped twice, stepped 3 times, and then finally put the ball up, maybe even a couple more steps in there. As Howard is being held, he'll go to the line for the bonus. Ozo's first foul, and Jack Howard will go to the line to shoot the bonus. Jack with 6 points so far today. Made his first. Nighthawks have put together a little 6-0 run all off the free throw line. Second free throw, make it a 7-0 run. Dunams off a screen for Erskine. Under 13 minutes to play here. Passes it through to Venable. And the turnover as it goes through his hands. 3-on-1. Bounce pass to Singleton. Singleton up and under, no good. As it might have been partially blocked, batted around. Dean pulls it down, goes up, and a jump ball. Possession will stay on this end of the floor. .29 on the shot clock. Steeple inbounds to Hopkins. Elbow jumper for Sean. No good. Rebound pulled down by Ozo. Sonny brings it up the floor. Gives it off to Dunams. Dunams off a screen. Three-pointer top of the key is good. He's got 5. Now Steeple waiting on a Singleton screen, gets it, then goes back over it again. Howard to Dean in the corner, and Dean took a step. Erskine will bring back into the game Jordan Watson. Chimanga checks in for Howard. Dunham's off a screen. He takes a three. It rolls in. 59-45. Hopkins drives underneath the Singleton. Singleton puts it up through contact, no good. Got his own offensive rebound. He couldn't finish. Hopkins tries, and he's fouled. That will take us to the under 12 as soon as we get the foul. The foul will be on Ozo. It's his second. Hopkins will be at the line when we return. 11:41 to play in the second half. Your score, Nighthawks 59, Erskine 45. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Goodbye, LA, until another time. When can we call it love? Think we crossed the line.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia mountains.
The Monday morning status meeting leaves everyone in a state of boredom. That must be why they called it a boardroom. But you're putting a new spin on this week's meeting, because you've brought bagels. Fresh baked bagels. So, well done, my friend. Not only have you uplifted the vibe of the status meeting, you've upgraded your own status to hero. Save the day with bagels. Now it's even easier.
11:41 to play here in regulation. 59-45 is the score here in Dahlonega, as Hopkins will go to the line to shoot two now that we have returned to action. Hopkins, Singleton, Dean, Steeple, and Chimanga on the floor for the Nighthawks. Sean to the line to shoot two. The transfer from Troy, he puts the first one home. Puts the Nighthawks over the 60-point mark. Second free throw on its way. It is good. 61-45. Nighthawks on top. Hopkins has been a great player and a great addition to this squad for his final collegiate year. Driving in, here's Venable, and it's blocked by Tyler Dean. Dean goes from behind. Venable in shock, now into the corner. Steeple tries to answer with a three, he left it short. Dean got the offensive rebound, he put it home. Tyler Dean on both ends of the floor, 63-45. And then Dean commits the foul as Thompson was trying to drive in. It's Dean's second. Subs for both teams. Start with Erskine. Washington back in with 4 fouls. Also checking in for the Flying Fleet, Caleb Shackelford. Cottrell back in for the Nighthawks. The three-pointer on the way from Dunham's is no good. Chimanga pulls down the rebound. He'll look to push. Chimanga right up the middle of the floor. Nice pass underneath. DeAndre Singleton. 65-45, the lead back out to 20. Jumper for Washington is no good. Steeple going to pull down the rebound. He'll look to push. A lot of contact, no whistle. And then he falls down, still no whistle. Erskine driving, putting it up. He missed the little bunny. Ozo unable to finish. Now here's Steeple. Steeple sizing up Dunams. Now here's around the horn to Dean, and getting pulled down was Singleton. The foul will be on Shackelford, his first, and that'll send DeAndre to the line to shoot 2. DeAndre, the 6'7" freshman from Easton Ollie. Up near Toccoa, former Stevens County Indian. He'll take 2 free throws. First one on its way is good. 66-45, a 21-point lead for North Georgia. Largest lead for the Nighthawks. Second one on its way is good. 67-45 as DeAndre's got 6. Now here's Watson trying to find some space. Fires a 3 from well beyond the arc. It's no good. Offensive rebound. Shackelford, he puts it home. Lead back down to 20, 67-47. To Shimanga. Shimanga on right wing. Shimanga looking to drive. He kicks it out to Tyler Dean. Dean top of the key, steps back, 3 on the way. He got hit as he came back down to the ground. He'll go to the line to shoot 3 as the shot was no good. The foul will be on Jordan Watson. That's his 4th. And Tyler to the line to shoot 3 shots. The 6'5" junior from Rome. Prepped at Model. And transfer in from West Georgia, Tyler Dean from Model High School, the home of Josh Travis's family, head coach. The brother of Josh Travis at the Model High School. Coaches up the, I believe they're the Blue Devils. Second free throw on its way is good. Venable in for Watson. Olatunji in for Singleton. Second free throw on the way is no good, or third free throw rather. Dean tries to save it and does a great job, but he stepped on the line. And it will be a timeout for North Georgia. It will become a media timeout. 9:28 to play until the final whistle. 69-47. We'll be back right after this on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a red-hot mascot.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, you're on fire! You bet I am. Dude, you're on fire. Oh, yeah.
No, you're on fire! Look behind you!
I'm cool. I'm cool.
That's one way to fire up the crowd. But we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
We actually do just about anything that you ask.
We offer everything from design and branding all the way up to signs and banners, promotional products, digital signage, t-shirts, embroidery.
Cups, koozies, pens, magnets. There's 25,000 items out there we can do.
A lot of people don't know that we can handle all that, and we can look at the customer and say, yeah, we do that.
To play until the end of this one. 69-47. Nighthawks on top of Erskine here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Walker McCreary here courtside. A great crowd on hand here for the final game of the PBC Conference Carolinas Challenge. We'll be back on the air with you Friday night as the women take on West Florida. That a 6 p.m. tip. Craig Corbin and Lee Glenn will be on the call for that one. Live here at the UNG Convocation Center. Looking forward to having Craig back in this seat. So Olatunji, after the turnover from Erskine, will trigger it in. Full court pressure from the Flying Fleet. Steeple able to clear things out on his own as he's guarded by Brevard as he crosses the timeline. To Cottrell, now Dean. Dean one dribble, top of the key, Shimanga now to the right corner and getting Cottrell. Cottrell dribbles in, 17-foot jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Olatunji, gives it to Cottrell, fresh 30 for the Nighthawks. Now Steeple, Dean, back to Cottrell on right wing, down low to Shimanga. One dribble, spin, hook shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Dean put it up through contact, no whistle. And probably a pretty good one, could have gotten it over the back either way. Good no call. Now Brevard kicks it out to Dunhams. Dunham's guarded by Shimanga, the new career record holder for steals at North Georgia. And stepping on the line out of play, it'll be Nighthawk basketball. Hopkins in for Dean as Steeple brings it up the floor. Zez tries to get it over to Shimanga. A little pressure from Dunhams. Comes off a screen, looking inside for Olatunji, and the pass was deflected out of play. 16 on the shot clock for North Georgia. Inbound to Hopkins. Hopkins drives toward the elbow. Hesitation move, he got in, but couldn't finish. Rebound to Erskine. They push up the floor. 2-on-1, alley-oop attempt for Washington, and he slams it home and then gets teed up for slapping the backboard. You can't do that. 69-49 after the dunk, and that will be his 5th foul. So J1 Washington doesn't do the smart thing. He hangs on the rim a little bit and then slaps the backboard. He'll have to sit down. 2 free throws coming for Sean Hopkins. It was a good dunk, but the technical foul will come. So I believe Hopkins is going to take 2 free throws and then we'll get to the media. Both teams huddle it up. Hopkins will go up to take the 2 free throws, and we'll see when the media timeout falls in this, as we're right at the 8-minute mark. 69-49. You see Hopkins there ready to shoot the free throw. The first one on the way is nothing but the bottom. Second free throw coming up for Hopkins. It's good. And we should be getting a media timeout. I guess we're going to wait until it's under 8, truly. So still underway here as North Georgia brings it up with Steeple. Steeple trying to find some space. Good defense by Brevard. Brevard forces it down low to Olatunji. No good on the hook shot. Rebound to Erskine. And here's Smoot Jr. Smoot, short jumper, fadeaway, no good. Rebound to Olatunji. Monray pulls it down and gives it off to Shimanga, who pushes. Shimanga drives in, puts it up off the glass, couldn't finish. Olatunji is fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line to shoot 2, and that will give us our under 8 media timeout. Lonray to the line to shoot a pair when we return. 7:20 to play until the final horn. 71-49 is your score. North Georgia leads Erskine here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
I'm a commuter.
I'm an actor. I am an intern.
I am a researcher.
I am a senior.
I am an athlete.
I am a veteran.
I am a sister.
I am a sophomore.
I am a singer. I am an educator.
I am a scientist.
I am a resident.
I am a writer. I am a leader.
I am a cadet.
I am a volunteer. I am a musician.
I am a tutor.
We are UNG.
Back with you here in Dahlonega, 71-49 with 7:20 to play in this second half. Olatunji will be at the line to shoot 2 as soon as they break their huddles. A beautiful look there at the floor here at the UNG Convocation Center. A beautiful new arena, seats 3,602 when completely full. As Lonray's at the line to shoot a pair. First one on its way is in there. Lonray now in double figures. Second free throw for Lonray, in and out, no good. Rebound to Venable. Driving, putting it up, no good, but a foul is going to be called on Cottrell as Dunams will go to the line to shoot a pair. Cottrell, his first. First free throw on the way for Neiman is good. He's got 9. 72-50 the score. Checking in is Andrew Weir. Second free throw is good. 72-51. Steeple brings it up the floor. Again, formerly from Erskine, and it will be Nighthawk basketball. Now here's Hopkins. Gives it off to Zez. Zez gives it to Hopkins, now around the horn. Olatunji now. Hopkins again, Lonray spins, right-handed hook shot, no good. Rebound snatched out of the air by Watson. He's playing with 4. Over to Smoot. Trent drives, kicks it out to Weir. Weir a couple dribbles, looking inside. Still looking for help. Now finally gives it off to Watson. Watson drives in, puts it up. High floater, no good. Rebound, Olatunji. Up the floor. Now a bounce pass. Swung into the corner. Hopkins' 3 was blocked. Got his own offensive rebound. Tries to kick it out to Steeple and does. Steeple, nice pass underneath. Slam dunk for Landre Olatunji. 74-51 as Lonray slams one home. And now good pressure. Olatunji grabs it, gives it to Cottrell, and Cottrell will slow it up, looking for Steeple, finally finds him. Nighthawks up by 23, their largest lead of the evening. Over to Steeple. Steeple drives, free throw line, gives it underneath. Olatunji, he finishes again. And a timeout called by Erskine. We'll keep it here as they take a 30. North Georgia up 76-51. Actually shooting worse than Erskine right now from the field, 34%. But 7 of 30 from distance, 19 of 25 from the stripe. And they have pulled down 49 rebounds, 24 of them offensive. 24 offensive rebounds, 19 second chance points. And North Georgia's only committed 11 fouls on the day. They've played clean basketball. Exactly what Chris Faulkner has asked his team to do. A lot of new faces, in fact, 9 new faces on roster for North Georgia. As we're back to action, 5:32 to play here in this one. North Georgia up by 25. They look to be on their way to the first win of the 18-19 campaign. Still basketball to play, though. You got to finish it out. Three-pointer on the way is short from Weir. Chemanga will see it out, and it will be Nighthawk basketball. Matt Kaloff checks in, the 6'7" junior from Raleigh. As Erskine starting to work their way to the end of the bench. We'll see when Chris Faulkner goes for some of the reserves. Deflected, Chemanga will see it out. Olatunji thought about triggering it in, instead it'll be Ephraim. Gets it into Olatunji, now back to Mr. Chemanga. Here's Cottrell to Hopkins. Chemanga left wing drives, and a foul on, they're gonna get Kaloff with the foul. So here's Olatunji to shoot a pair. Lonray so far today, 14 points, 11 boards. First free throw's good. 77-51. A double-double for Lonray. It's just his 3rd career double-double. I think a free throw is good as well. 78-51. And the ball will go out of play. A turnover for Erskine. As now checking into the game is Justin Busby, freshman from Pawleys Island, prepped at Myrtle Beach Christian Academy. He'll play defense against Steeple. Now here's Cottrell. Drives in, jump stop, no good on the layup. Rebound snatched by Thompson. JT will bring it up the floor, threw it behind Busby, who wasn't quite ready for it. Chemanga trying to get a steal, almost gets it. Over into the corner, three-pointer on the way for Watson, no good. Rebound Olatunji. Now here's Steeple trying to push tempo. Zez drives, kicks out. Hopkins steps behind the three-point line, fires, and it's good. Sean Hopkins with 17 points, and the Nighthawks up by 30. Spin move inside, Andrew Weir, no good. Cottrell with the rebound, and he's fouled by Weir. That's his first, and that'll send Cottrell to the line to shoot a pair in the double bonus. As Quincy Poitier checks in after the first free throw. Quincy, a 6'2" senior from San Salvador. First free throw for Cottrell, no good. Poitier for Hopkins. Smoot Jr. in for Weir. Second free throw for Cottrell is in the net. His first point of the evening, 82-51. 4 minutes to play as we approach our final media timeout. Smoot drives, puts it up and good. And a timeout by Erskine. That will become the media timeout. 3:56 to play here in this one. 82-53. North Georgia leads Erskine here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Codify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us.
To intervene.
Because we can.
Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
3:56 to play here in the second half. 82-53 as Sweet Caroline serenades us in the final media timeout. By the way, North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network brought to you by Einstein Brothers Bagels, Farmhouse Woodworks, Cotton Eye Joe's, and Farmers Insurance. So now we're ready to go. Olatunji inbounds to Shamanga. Little 1-3-1 from Erskine. Olatunji, or rather Shamanga gets it across to Poitier. Poitier over to Steeple, three-pointer on the way. No good, rebound tipped around. Cottrell tries to save it and does so nicely, bouncing it off of Smoot Jr. Inbound by Shamanga to Poitier. Quincy for three. No good. Rebound tipped up by Cottrell and pulled down by Califf. Or rather, that's Thompson. Over to Watson. Watson kicks it over into the corner. Califf for three is no good. Olatunji tries to pull it down. It goes out of play off of Thompson. And Tyler Dean will check into the game, replacing Zach Cottrell. Jack Howard also coming into the game, replacing Ephraim. Ephraim Shamanga likely done for the night. 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 steals. He now has 113 career steals. That is good for the career best in steals here at North Georgia. A.J. Brooks checks in for Erskine. As does Sam Woods. Woods, a 6'7" freshman from Merle's Inlet, and a big boy in the middle. Steeple across, gives it to Poitier, quickly to Howard in the corner. Over to Poitier. Now here's Steeple. Back to Quincy. Quincy drives into the middle, kicks out Tyler Dean, wide open for three. In and out. Olatunji pulls it down. Hook shot is up and good for Lanre Olatunji. He's got 18. Woods puts it up off glass, no good. Tipped in, though, by Busby, his first two. Olatunji, a career-high 18 points. As North Georgia's going to call a timeout for substitution. Karad Watson and Acton Shirley check into the game for North Georgia. We're going to get back to action here in just a moment, as this is just for substitution purposes. Connor Stark into the game for Erskine. Also, Sonny Ozo, as both teams going down their benches, giving the starters a little bit of a break. 2 games in as many days. North Georgia's next game will be Wednesday at Lee. A very tough game for the Nighthawks against the Flames. Perennial powerhouses in the South region. Here's Acton Shirley, puts it up No whistle as it was blocked. Acton thought he was fouled. Now Ozo looks inside for Walters. Walters puts it up and in. 84-55, or 57, excuse me. Now here's Howard. Howard sends Watson back door, dribbles out, now tries to cross over. It's off of Jack, and it'll be Erskine basketball. Under 2 minutes to play here in the Convocation Center, 84-57. Nighthawks are on top. Driving, Ozo had it blocked from behind. Shirley pulls it down, gives it to Tyler Dean. Dean dribbles it up the floor on the left side. Now tries to get past the defender and does. Kicks out to Shirley. Acton fires a three. It's good! Acton Shirley from deep. The 7-footer shows the range. Now a three-point attempt for Connor Stark is good. Post players getting some action beyond the arc. Now Dean gives to Howard. Howard off a screen from Shirley. Drives, bounce pass over toward Dean. Now out to Poitier. Quincy fires from deep. It's left short. Rebound to Tyler Dean. He saves it momentarily, but it's out of play. Erskine basketball, exactly 1 minute to play here in this one. 87-60, your score. As bringing it up the floor is A.J. Brooks, guarded by Howard. Brooks drives into the free throw line, kicks it out, another three-pointer attempt for Stark, no good, it was an air ball. As Watson tried for the block, he's gonna get called for the foul, his first. To the line is A.J. Brooks. 87-60 with 46 seconds to play here in this one. First free throw's good. 87-61. Second free throw is good as well. 87-62, Dean will bring it up the floor. Off a screen from Shirley, drives to the left side, looks underneath, Harrod. Watson puts it up through contact and in, Harrod Watson. His first two of the night, 89-62. Clock running at 30 seconds. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock as the Nighthawks will improve to 1-1 on the year in as many seconds. Driving in and off glass is Sonny Ozo. 89-64, and the Nighthawks can dribble this one out. Howard with some pressure, but he dribbles over, gives it to Dean. Dean being bent over or backwards, gives it over to Howard, and the Nighthawks able to dribble it out. 89-64, your final score. Stay with us. We'll wrap things up after these messages on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
I want everyone to rally behind such a great cause for Make-A-Wish. It's not just for us, and it's not just for the school. It's for the kids that we'll be helping. It's for them.
And it's not just raising money for a charity, it's raising money to make this kid's dream come true.
I never, still to this day, would have thought that it would have touched me the way that it did that day. To truly say that it was a life-changing moment for myself is true. And I think it was for our program, our team, and our university. It was truly one of the most memorable experiences of my coaching career.
You really just see the community come together to make this event special and make it unique. And I think that's one thing that we like to try to brand ourselves with here at UNG is we're unique, and we like to do the special, small things that make children's lives and dreams come true.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks.
Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
(89-64) your final score here in Dahlonega as the Nighthawks prevail over the Flying Fleet of Erskine College to earn their first win of the season in big fashion. 25-point win for the Nighthawks over Erskine here. As we look at the final stats, Lonray Olatunji leads the way, his third career double-double. 18 points, 14 boards for the junior in just under 25 minutes of action on the floor. 14 points for Zez Steeple, 13 for Ephraim Shamonga, but the big highlight for Ephraim, with his 5th steal of the night, he became the career steals record holder here at North Georgia. He finished with 6 steals on the night to have 113 steals in his career. 8 points for Jack Howard, 7 for Tyler Dean, 6 for DeAndre Singleton. By the way, Sean Hopkins had 17 points and 4 assists for North Georgia as the Nighthawks shot it 83 times, 29 makes. That's 35% from the field, but they were 22 of 29 from the free throw line, 76% from the stripe. For Erskine, it was 12 points for Venable to lead the way, 10 points for Dunhams, and a host of other points. They shot 24 of 58 from the floor. That's 41%, so statistically they shot better than North Georgia, but the big discrepancy in the stats, 26 offensive rebounds for the Nighthawks to just 5 for Erskine. 20 turnovers for the Flying Fleet. That translated to 17 points for North Georgia on the other end of the floor. Again, your final score, 89-64. North Georgia defeats Erskine here in Dahlonega. Our next broadcast will be on Friday, November 16th, as the women take on West Florida in the UNG Nighthawk Classic here in the Convocation Center. That a 6 p.m. tip. Craig Corbin will be on the call for that one here at the UNG Convocation Center. Until then, for our entire crew, the camera operators here on the Nighthawk Sports Network, and our producer on the night, Ansley Doster, I'm Walker McCreary, signing off from courtside. 89-64, your final score. Nighthawks defeat the Flying Fleet. We'll see you on Friday here from the Gold City on the Nighthawk Sports Network.